dictator, the one who had oppressed his people for decades, was finally vulnerable before you. The plan had been meticulously orchestrated, an assassination during a public speech. You and your resistance group had planned every detail. Explosives strategically placed, forces deployed, and the weapon in your hands. You pulled the trigger. The explosion of your gun echoed. The dictator was hit straight in the heart by your precise shot, and he fell. The people, initially in shock, began to run desperately while speculating. Could it be possible? Was he dead? Amid this chaos, you felt a mix of relief and euphoria. You were part of this. You were there. Finally, the end of tyranny. Finally, freedom. The next day, the government issued a nationwide announcement, and to everyone's horror, he appeared, the dictator, intact, undefeated, as if he had never been wounded. And there was something more. He looked younger, more vigorous. His eyes gleamed with an energy you had never seen before, not just from his newfound youthfulness, but from the hatred of 1,000 Cerberuses that you had awakened within him. Rumors began to spread. Gossip whispered that he now had access to a secret source, a miraculous water that heals wounds, reverses aging, and will keep him in power forever. Something like a fountain of youth. SCP-006 is a small spring located 60 kilometers west of Astrakhan in Russia, discovered in the 19th century but secured by the Foundation only in 1991. This source hides a terrifying secret. Apparently, its water is just an ordinary liquid chemically classified as mineral water. However, its effects on living organisms go far beyond what science can explain. Drinking SCP-006 water grants accelerated cellular regeneration, making the human body nearly immune to diseases and instantly healing wounds. The immune system strengthens to an alarming level, eliminating any hostile virus or bacteria immediately. Tests with animals revealed that reptiles and birds showed no changes, but primates exhibited the same effects as humans. Due to the nature of SCP-006, its containment does not require extreme protocols, but the Foundation enforces the highest level of secrecy regarding its existence. To achieve this, the anomaly has been concealed under the guise of a chemical industry operated by personnel under the control of both the Foundation and the Russian government. Access to the spring and any extraction of its water is restricted to an elite group of researchers and authorized personnel, with entry permitted only after approval from at least 3 Level 5 administrators. Any accidental or unauthorized exposure to the liquid is handled with drastic measures, including the disposal of contaminated suits and even complete incineration of the affected body. Unlike other anomalies contained by the Foundation, SCP-006 does not exhibit active behavior. It is not a conscious or aggressive entity, but seems to be merely a natural phenomenon of unknown origin. Its danger does not lie in a malevolent consciousness, but in the destructive potential that its discovery could unleash upon society. The spring's water does not act by will. It simply exists, flowing calmly like any other natural source. However, this passivity is deceptive, as it hides a power capable of redefining the boundaries of life and death. To understand the effects of SCP-006's water, the Foundation conducted rigorous experiments. The first analyses showed that, chemically, the substance is identical to common mineral water. Individuals exposed to the water demonstrated accelerated cellular regeneration. Wounds that would take weeks to heal disappeared within minutes. Terminal illnesses were completely eradicated. Harmful viruses and bacteria were eliminated from the body as if they had never existed. The regeneration was so effective that, in some cases, damaged organs reconstructed themselves. Controlled tests were also conducted where volunteers were exposed to induced injuries such as cuts, burns, and fractures. In every case, the recovery was complete and instantaneous. Although there are no documented risks regarding SCP-006, researchers theorize that if a bacterium or virus were to acquire the same regenerative effects, it could become impossible to eliminate. The mere existence of this water represents a biological threat on a global scale. To prevent any risk, the Foundation has prohibited the continuous use of the water and imposed extreme exposure protocols. Any personnel who come into direct contact with the substance must be immediately isolated, studied, and in most cases, terminated. Protocol 006-12 was created to cover up incidents by masquerading them as toxic substance leaks and ensuring that no infected individual escapes with information. SCP-006 may seem like just an ordinary spring, but the extreme secrecy imposed by the Foundation raises countless questions. Why does this object require such strict protocols? Where does this water come from? What else can it regenerate? The true answers remain hidden in the shadows, but the theories surrounding this anomaly reveal fascinating possibilities. Theory 1. The Lost Garden of Eden. Some speculate that the spring could be the real tree of life or the river of paradise mentioned in sacred texts. The water that heals and regenerates might be a remnant of Eden, but corrupted by the fall of man. Perhaps the spring is a reminder of a time when humanity was immortal, but its existence was hidden to prevent us from falling into temptation again. Theory 2. The Russian Experiment. The location of SCP-006 is suspicious. Russia has always been involved in secret experiments, and its proximity to Astrakhan raises many questions. What if the source is not a natural phenomenon but a Soviet experiment gone out of control? The Cold War was a period of intense technological competition, and it is possible that Russian scientists engineered this spring through biological manipulation. Perhaps the water was created to produce immortal soldiers, but it had unforeseen side effects, forcing the Foundation to cover everything up. Theory 3. The Fountain of the End of the World. Imagine a virus or bacterium that, upon contact with the water, becomes indestructible. Instead of killing its host, the infection could be eternally regenerated, making any disease incurable. There is a possibility that at this very moment, someone has consumed the water and is incubating something yet to be discovered. Theory 4. A temporal anomaly. There is speculation that SCP-006's water does not just heal wounds, but also reverses time within cells. Perhaps the Fountain of Youth is a temporal anomaly that rewinds the aging process in human cells, but does not affect species with different biological processes. This would mean that the water not only heals, but essentially resets parts of the body. SCP-006 is not just a fountain of youth, but an invisible weapon, capable of shaping humanity's fate without anyone realizing it. The true threat is not just its existence, but the fact that those in power could use it to cling to their throne indefinitely. With access to this anomaly, death ceases to be a natural boundary, and the cycle of societal renewal is disrupted. Dictators will not fall, empires will not crumble, and any hope for change will be swallowed by eternal domination. And with that said, the dictator is still out there, younger, stronger, more ruthless than ever. The people once hopeful, now walk with lowered eyes and hearts weighed down by despair. The freedom that once seemed like a distant dream now feels nearly impossible. You, in your hideout, already stunned and drained, collapse onto the couch with a heavy heart. Then you hear violent knocks at your door, heavy, relentless pounding. Your heart races. You know what this means. The dictatorship has found you. There is nowhere to run, no way to escape. For SCP-006 has taken the only thing you had left: hope. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. SCP-oclock is your dose of SCP Universe mysteries with new content every week. So let's unlock the secrets of the SCP Foundation together. I'm still new to video editing, and this channel is just getting started, so your feedback and suggestions in the comments would mean the world to me. Thanks for watching, and I can't wait to see you in the next one.